Resigned from the cadets. Did you?
No worse.
You got dismissed?
Mm-hmm. I just ruined my friends' lives. Shamed our family name.
Talk about shame on your name, on your blood. You're just at the beginning.
Apologies, Your Majesty, for the intrusion. But I no longer answers to that. It's all right, Father.
He's dying.
If you know the full extent of his decline, I should like to keep it that way. Your father was loyal to the elvish ways. Why are you not?
Something happened.
Tell me, what we hear.
Okay, Palantir.
I must warn you, I have touched Palantir before, but you have not touched this one.
Ah, the same thing then. What's the Queen?
Vision begins with your arrival. You believe I will bring about Numenor's downfall? Only Numenor can bring about her downfall. Avoiding this war may be the very thing that brings about your downfall. I will not second-guess the gods. My decision is final. A decision based in fear. I know what it is to be the only one. The only one who sees. I beg of you, Miriam. Choose not the path of fear, that of faith. Stand with me. Faith may bind one heart, Galadriel. But it is too fine a thread from which to hang a kingdom.
She needs proofs, she needs signs, she needs proofs. For now you only gave her papers and what?
Where's Theo?
He's going to be right behind me.
Oh, you liar! I want him to escape, I want him to succeed, but at the same time I want them to find their thing and to go away. No. For sure. No, Bruno. Oh, Adar! Better than that.
They are coming.
No. Right there, it's a good slow motion moment because it's for a good reason that you're using it right there to slow the rhythm because you're running and all. Light, we need the sun to come. Music is cool, right there during this moment. It's your voice! Oh, so cool!
Alive. All of them alive. Your father must be so relieved he shut it down.
Can't you secure the thing?
Even the hottest coals eventually cool. Well, sometimes I wish they wouldn't. Sometimes I wish I could tell him exactly what I think of him. But never.
Everyone's maybe you can help.
Don't again!
My father single-handedly sailed to Valinor and convinced the Valar to join the war and vanquish Morgoth. So great were his deeds that the Valar lifted him beyond the bounds of this world to forever carry the evening star across the sky. Would he be proud of what I'd accomplished with his legacy?
For sure.
Disappointed by the countless ways I'd failed to live up to it. If I would be only too happy to hear any judgment, so long as it granted me the opportunity to have but one more conversation with my father. Do not waste what time you have left with yours.
Forgive me, Father. I was proud and stubborn, and I was wrong.
Our people believe that when a new dwarf king is crowned, voices of all his forebears flow into him, sharing with him their counsel. You need not wait for that day to hear my voice. Forever am I with you, my son. Even in anger. Sometimes in anger most of all. There is nothing to forgive.
Thank you for that.
Elrond has invited me to go with him to London tomorrow.
It can change your mind.
But intuition is a powerful tonic. What is yours to me?
There is something more at work.
Good, my son. Good. Go to London. Find out what.
Go.
I have a message. For the one who commands our enemy, and your people we live, if we forsake all claim to these lands, and swear fealty to him.
And if we refuse?
He's coming for us to death.
You already have the choice. What?
It is no sword. It is a power fashioned for our ancestors by his master's own hand. He was lost, and what shall return? You Sauron.
I was right, it's so wrong.
Seen it in the skies. Sorrow means his time is near. It is to you and me, lad, to be ready. You save your strength. You'll need it.
You're serving Sauron, you?
Thor's coming.
You know, he's saying we have to be ready. His master, all of that, like. They all are right there, waiting for you to leave and to celebrate that. Signs. You were waiting for a sign. She lives all alone without your help, and your tree is losing. Come on, see it.
There is a fateful hour in the destinies of men, an hour of judgment, in which each of us must decide who we shall be. Are our hearts become as the statues that surround our eye? Do they get beat with the blood of the heroes that carved them? I would neither command nor invite you to any danger I myself would not face. So, I've decided to personally escort the elf back to Middle-earth. To aid our mortal brethren, who are now besieged in the Southlands.
Your queen has laid bare her intent.
Oh, Isildur, you're gonna go.
Commit themselves to our Queen Regent's protection. Step forward and make yourself known. I will serve. I will serve. I will serve.
The music is good. Music. You have your army now, Galadriel. That was a good episode. Really, that was a good episode. We didn't have Nori and the Stranger narrative arc during this episode, but it's maybe logical with the fact that their story is really slow, you know, for the rhythm of it, and it's gonna take time, in fact, for the Stranger to talk, to, you know, for Nori to help him and stuff like that. So it's maybe logical that we have one episode with Elrond's story and with Galadriel's story, because their stories are evolving faster in a way. All of the part with Elrond and the fact that he wants to see what Durin was doing, he discovered his secret. We had a little thing about it during the episode 1. Episode 4, we are discovering that secret. It's important, you know, to have the continuity of it, so it's interesting. The fact that we're discovering that Durin discovered during that moment, you know, into that mine Mithril, it was great, you know, it's something important for the rest, so it was cool to have that. For also Elrond's relationship with Durin, for their friendship, that promise that he made about not talking about it to anyone, that's a big promise. I'm not so sure that you can keep a promise like that, even more when you have the proof on you, you know, for Elrond, of that promise, you know, of that secret. At some point, if someone is discovering that stone, you know, they're gonna wonder. I'm thinking also about the fact that Durin and his father, they really believe that something weird is happening with that forge, that they're hiding also a secret right there. Elrond, he doesn't know about it. We know what that forge is going to be used for, so it's interesting also to have Durin, who is going to go to try to understand what is happening right there. Like, it's also interesting, you know, with discovering the story of Durin, the fact that he had some fears, you know, into his life, the fact that he wants to make his father proud, the fact that he wants to be respected, you know, all of that around him, and also all of the things around Isildur, and the fact that he didn't want to have that ordinary life. He was called, you know, by the Middle Earth, you know, and all of that, all of the things also around his father, making his father proud, but at the same time not following the path that he chose for him. The fact that, you know, he wants to find his way and all. It's gonna be important also for the future, we know it. So it's with these things, you know, that they are beginning to build the character of Durin, of Isildur, and to justify their future actions, their future decisions and all. So it's great, you know, that they are making it like that, little by little, to show that these characters, they have stuff to prove, they have people to honor and things like that. You know, when Isildur is talking about the fact that because of him, the name of their family, you know, he put a shame on them. Not the first time, not the last time also. Oh fuck. So all of that, you know, it was interesting. Galadriel's story, all of this episode, it was about convincing the queen of the danger coming and having this army that she's expecting since a long time. It took her to be put in jail, to get out of jail, to discover that the king is dying, to discover what the queen did also, why all of this thing, you know, against the earth, for at the end to convince her. But in fact, it's not really Galadriel who is convincing her, it's the wind. You know, it's the fact that this tree at that moment decided to deliver his white petals. Like, you can believe that it meant something and that it was destiny and that, you know, you can have that face, but at the end you have to admit that it's not Galadriel who convinced her, it's destiny, it's something else who decided to change stuff during that moment, so the queen would believe into Galadriel, would have a proof of what she was saying, would also have something to convince people to follow her. And at the end, Galadriel, she wins. She has an army who is following her to the Southlands. Elrond, we didn't see him deciding to follow her. We have Isildur and his friends who are gonna go with her, okay, you know, with this army. But for Elrond, we didn't see him, you know, at the end he's free and he's into the city, but we are not seeing him volunteering to go right there. The fact that it's gonna take you 10 days to prepare the ships, I think that it's gonna take you 10 days to convince Elrond to follow you. Oh, and we had for sure all of this story with Theo, with the fact that this young boy is so stupid that he went by himself into that place, that he used that thing in front of these orcs. We discovered that these orcs, they are really right there only for that, because it belonged to Sauron, that thing, and they want it back, and because of that they're attacking this village since a long time. We discovered also that the old guy who was the chief, you know, of that village, he already used that thing also, and he's a servant of Sauron, you know. He said something which made me think that, like, we have to expect him to come back, and he didn't say it like it was something wrong. So I'm wondering about it. And Theo, the fact that you're hiding that stuff still now, still knowing that they are all there because of that, that they are killing so many because of that, so because of you, it's really bad. You know, I thought about it also during the episode, the fact that he's named Theo. I don't know if you know the etymology behind this name. I know it because my brother, you know, is named Theo, but it's related to God, you know, to believing into God or to study God. I can't remember, but it's a God thing, you know, etymology behind that. So it's interesting that they named him Theo. But yes, you're using that thing, you're using that power, he said, that guy, the old guy. You don't know what it is, it belongs to Sauron, it means that it's coming. So we have Sauron. Adar, it's not Sauron. Adar is serving Sauron, for me. These orcs, they know where to find you. They know that what they want is into that tower. So they're gonna come. Can you fight them? I really don't think so. But you can't have any allies really quick to defend you, to have fighters and soldiers around you. No. For me, they are a little condemned, you know, all of them. Bronwyn, Arondir, all of this place, for me, they are condemned. And for the story, for what we know of the story, also for what is gonna happen, it seems logical that they're gonna die trying to defend that tower, or they're gonna try to escape, and they're gonna die no matter what, because the orcs are gonna continue to follow them. Oh, and I want to talk, even if we didn't have the stranger during this episode, the fact that they played with the chronology for Isildur, it made me think about the stranger during this episode. Like, on the back of my mind, I had that thought, if you're playing with Isildur for the chronology, maybe you're also playing with the chronology for this stranger, which is coming like that. For me, this stranger, for sure, it's not Sauron. I saw that some people were wondering about, is it Gandalf? And for me, it couldn't be, again because of the chronology. But if you are playing so much with the chronology of stuff... Oh, and something that I saw also, a theory that I saw, is the fact that we think that they all saw the same comet, you know, coming on the ground. So only the stranger. But in fact, we had 5 scenes with 5 different people seeing that comet coming like that. Can we be sure that it's the same comet? Or maybe it's 5 different comets and 5 different people came like that, and it can be the 5 magicians, and maybe it's truly Gandalf. Do you understand what I mean? That's a theory, you know, about that stranger being Gandalf, that at first I totally rejected because of the chronology thing, because it seemed weird. Only him, you know, and right now. But now that I have in mind that theory about the fact that in fact we had 5 comets, and that I have that info that they are playing with the chronology, I don't want to totally refuse, deny that theory. But I thought about it, yes, in the back of my mind during all of the episode. That was really a cool episode. We had a lot of good musics during this episode. We had some slow motion moments, but they were not disturbing. Like I said, the slow motion moment that we had was useful during that moment because it was a running moment, so you wanted to slow down the time to make it more stressing for the characters, for the viewers. So right there the slow motion was not too pushed, too much and cliché. No, it was serving the moment, it was serving the story. So it's working. You can use slow motion, but when it's useful, when you have a real reason to use it. And right there it was the case. So it's cool, it's really cool. You know, if maybe during the 3 first episodes I saw these little defaults right there, I did not see it. And same for Adar and Bronwyn moment. We didn't have the musical theme which was present and too pushed. And we didn't have, you know, zooms into their eyes and stuff like that. So I didn't have that impression of cliché or of things which were too pushed. So the little defaults that I found before, I don't have them right there. Visually it's still impressive, but I said it, with time we're not gonna be impressed anymore because we're gonna get used to it, and I can feel that I'm getting used to it because I didn't have so many moments where I was like, wow, it looks so good. So see, I was right, we're gonna get used to it, even if it's still impressive, you know, like, oh, normal. It's not, but it's logical for us to get used to it. Okay, it was cool, really cool. Tell me, what did you think about it? It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye! And wish me luck with my issue with the machine to wash my clothes. I'm gonna test it right now. Wish me luck with that. During all of this episode, all of this video, just know that my anxiety continued to grow and that right now I almost want to cry just before making the test. If the test is succeeding, I'm gonna cry because of joy. If the test is failing, I'm gonna cry because I'm gonna be sad and mad and because I don't know what to do anymore. Really, if you're not someone with anxiety issues, you can think that you know, like, girl, you're too much, but if you're a subject, you know, of anxiety things, you know how I feel right now. You know that it's really rough to have things like that, that you can't control, that you... It's taking a lot of my mind. During all of this video, I tried my best to focus on this episode and to really just be with you guys, but it was 70% with you and 30% still with that. I have to be honest with it. Okay, no matter what, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye. Wish me luck.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.
No!